Alright, okay. So hello and assalamualaikum everyone. Welcome back to my channel. So in this video, we are going to discuss question number 10b pula. Okay, so using partial fraction, find the following integrals. So soalan bagi kita satu expression, satu function yang berbentuk fraction like this. Okay, so awak ada satu fraction kuadratik, you have a quadratic numerator and then you have kat bawah ni kuasa 3. Okay, so apa yang kita nak buat daripada sini adalah, so first soalan dah cakap dekat situ, you need to use partial fraction. So kita akan salin dulu. So I am going to copy whatever I have inside here. Okay, tapi kita abaikan dulu the integral dan juga dx tu. Sebab kita nak express dulu, baru kita integrate. Okay, so kita akan salin yang itu. So I have 2x square minus 3x plus 2. Okay, and then dividekan dia dengan x minus 3 with x square plus 2. Okay, settle. Okay, so sekarang kita nak express dia into partial fractions. But before you can express it into partial fraction, so awak mesti make sure dulu apa jenis denominator yang awak ada. Okay, so in this case, bila kita tengok dekat denominator kita, this one over here, I have a linear. Okay, so linear tak ada masalah. X minus 3 is a linear factor, right? And then now you have x square plus 2. So untuk x square plus 2, kalau awak ada satu factor yang dalam bentuk kuadratik, you need to always make sure quadratic ni, is it can be factorized or is it cannot be factorized. Okay, so take your calculator and then press your calculator, nak tengok dapat tak nilai ataupun dapat complex number tak untuk this value. Okay, so kalau untuk yang ini, bila kita tekan calculator, you are going to have a complex number sebab dia tak ada root lah sebenarnya yang ini. Okay, sebab awak akan dapat x square sama dengan negatif 2, so tak ada, dia tak boleh factorize. Okay, so maksudnya sekarang kita ada case yang mana quadratic cannot be factorized. So this one quadratic that cannot be factorized. Okay, so kalau quadratic that cannot be factorized, macam mana kita nak tulis dia dalam bentuk partial fraction? Okay, so sekarang saya akan buat macam ni dulu. Saya buat dulu equal, right? And then saya akan buat satu fraction macam ni. Dekat bawah dia saya letak x minus 3 because I have this one over here, the first factor that I have, x minus 3. Okay, and then saya tambahkan sahaja dengan faktor kedua yang saya ada. So faktor kedua yang saya ada is this one. This one yang cannot be factorized. So this is gonna be my second term lah. So saya buat macam ni. And then I put x square plus 2 kat bawah. Okay, so bahagian atas nak letak apa? Alright, so for this one it is just a linear. So atas dia kita akan letak a constant. Okay, but for quadratic that cannot be factorized, you need to remember, so the numerator you need to put a linear. So dia mesti jadi bx plus c. Settle. Okay, so kalau bawah linear, atas dia akan jadi constant. Kalau bawah ni ada x minus 3 square, let's say, atas dia pun still akan jadi constant. But when you have your denominator as quadratic that cannot be factorized, so the numerator it must be bx plus c. Dia mesti dalam bentuk linear. So tak kisahlah cx plus d, fx plus e ke and so on, tak kisah, asalkan dia dalam bentuk linear. Okay, so I put a note dekat sini. Okay, bahagian atas ni dia mesti linear. Yep. Okay, settle. Right, so sekarang apa yang kita nak buat? What we want to do right now. Okay, so kita nak dapatkan apa sekarang ni? So kita nak samakan dia punya denominator. So this is the denominator that we want. And this is the denominator that we have. Okay, so apa yang kita nak buat adalah, awak tengok dekat sini, awak ada A. Okay, so now you have A. So you just need to multiply A with something that your denominator does not have. Okay, so denominator awak ada x minus 3. So kalau ikutkan dekat sini, kita ada x minus 3. So kita dah ada, kita dah tak nak lagi. So apa yang kita belum ada, kita tak ada this one. So kita akan multiplikan a with x square plus 2. X square plus 2. That's it. Okay, itu adalah untuk yang term pertama. And then for the second term, for bx plus c, so saya letak di dalam bracket bx plus c. Right, so take a look at what this bx plus c punya denominator ada. So we have x squared plus 1. So what we don't have is x minus 3. So we will multiply bx plus c with x minus 3. Macam tu. Okay, and then you put a long line like this, and then denominator kita adalah combination of those two factors. So x minus 3 times with x squared plus 2. Settle. Okay, so settle dah sampai sini, dah sampai equate denominator, dah samakan kita punya pembawah. Okay, so this is the step of equating denominator. Alright, and then for the next step adalah kita akan buat comparison. So kita akan compare bahagian yang tak sama. So mana bahagian yang tak sama? So this is it, bahagian yang tak sama. Okay, so kita akan ambil bahagian yang atas, compare dengan yang atas. Sebab bahagian bawah dah sama. This one dah sama dengan yang ini. So, kita akan ambil sahaja bahagian yang atas yang saya highlightkan tu. So, we are going to have 2x squared minus 3x plus with 2. So, equal to, saya salin je. Let me just copy everything over here and put it here. Okay, settle. Alright, so sekarang kita nak cari nilai A, B and also C. That is our aim. We want to find A, B and also C. So ada dua cara yang kita boleh buat. It's either you can expand everything that you have over here. Kita expand semua dekat sini and then you just need to compare the coefficient. That is one method. Okay, so the second method yang kita biasa guna, and sem lepas pun saya ajar dekat student saya, awak dah belajar. So kita akan gunakan test value, kita akan masukkan nilai x, any value of x yang sesuai untuk kita dapatkan nilai A, B and also C. Okay, so macam mana nak tahu nilai x yang sesuai adalah, the first one adalah kita akan ambil nilai root. Okay, so bila tengok dekat sini, take a look at your denominator over here. Okay, so the only root that we have over here is from x minus 3. So from x minus 3, you will get x equals to 3. Okay, so awak dapat x equals to 3 dekat sini. So untuk yang ini kita tak ada nilai x sebab this is quadratic that cannot be factorized. Maksudnya root dia adalah apa nama dia? Complex number. Okay, so dia tak ada real root. Okay, so kita akan gunakan x equals to 3 sahaja. That is our root. So x equals to 3 when x is equals to 3. Okay, so awak akan dapat apa when x is equals to 3? So masukkan dekat sini 3, masukkan 3. Okay, and then you are going to have 2 times with 3 square is 9. Okay, and then minus with 3 times with 3 plus 2. Okay, and then equals to. Okay, so equals to, kalau kita masukkan dekat sebelah kanan, this one, kita akan dapat 9. Okay, and then this one, kita masukkan 3. So 3 tolak 3 akan jadi kosong. So 3 tolak 3 jadi kosong, maksudnya everything over here akan jadi kosong. So kita akan dapat A is equals to 9 plus with 2. Okay, so jom settlekan this equation. So 2 times 9 is 18. 18 minus 9 is 9. 9 plus 2 is 11. Okay, and then you will get A 11A. So A is equals to 1. Settle. Okay, so kita dah dapat satu nilai which is A equals to 1. Right, and then the next value yang kita boleh ambil, alright, so let me just padamkan dulu this one. Okay, so the next value, this is 2. Okay, so next value yang kita boleh ambil, so tadi saya dah ambil x equals to 3. Sekarang saya nak ambil x equals to 0. Kenapa saya nak ambil x equals to 0? Sebab when I substitute x equals to 0, saya akan eliminatekan this value. Okay, sebab 0 masuk kat sini, so b times 0 Jadi 0 lah. So saya boleh dapat cari nilai C. Sebab A saya dah tahu, X saya dah tahu. So saya tinggal nak cari C sahaja. Okay, so when X is equals to 0, when X is equals to 0, saya akan dapat kat sebelah kiri, this is 0, this is 0, and then I just have 2 on my left hand side. And then on my right hand side, I am going to have A. A is 1. So 1 times with 0 plus 2, it's 2. Okay, and then yang belah kanan tu saya akan dapat tambah. So B dah mati, tinggal C sahaja. Okay, and then kita ada dalam bracket 0 minus 3. 0 minus 3 is negative 3. Like this. Okay, so 2 is equals to, this one is equals to 2. So 2 minus 2 is 0. 0 is equals to negative 3C, meaning that C is equals to 0. Settle kat sini. Okay, lagi satu nilai. You only need to find B sekarang ni. Okay, so sekarang kita boleh gunakan any value. You can use any value that you want except for X equals to 3 and X equals to 0. Okay, so the easiest value that I can think of is X equals to 1. So when X is equals to 1, okay, so saya akan dapat apa? So I am going to get, so this one, let me padam dulu. Okay, so apa yang saya akan dapat dekat sini adalah 2 darab 1 square is 2. And then negative 3 times 1 is 3. Plus with 2, okay, equals to A is 1. And then in bracket saya ada 1 square plus 2, it's 3. Okay, and then plus with B, B tak tahu, B times 1 is B, plus with C, C is 0, so you don't have to write. Okay, and then 1 minus 3 is negative 2. Okay, so let's settle this one. So 2 minus 3 is negative 1, negative 1 plus 2 is 1. So 1 is equals to 3 minus 2B. Okay, and then kita ada 2B is equals to 2. Hence, B is equals to 1. Settle. Okay, so these are the 3 values that we want to find. A equals to 1, C is equals to 0, B is equals to 1. Okay, so sekarang masukkan sahaja balik. So you just need to substitute everything back. So let me just copy this one and paste it over here. Okay, so padamkan dulu this one. Alright, so saya dah dapat nilai A, B and also C. So saya padam this one and this one. So my A is gonna be 1. Okay, so next saya nak masukkan B. So B adalah 1. So ini sahajalah yang saya akan ada because my C is equals to 0. Okay, so let's, now we want to integrate this one. So just copy and paste it over here. Okay, so beza dia hanya adalah pada integral sign and also the X sahaja. So this is integral sign and saya letak the X dekat sini. Okay, so now let's integrate this one. Okay, so sekarang kita akan ada, we have 2 term. So this is the first term and then this is the second term. So you need to integrate it one by one lah. So for the first one, awak tengok dekat sini. Okay, so you have a constant up here and then you have a linear down here. So when you have this type of function, okay, so a constant for the numerator, constant, okay, and then you have linear for the denominator. Okay, so the integration of this type of function is always going to give you ln x. So awak akan dapat ln x minus 3 like this. Okay, sebab remember when you have 1 over x, so biasanya awak jumpa macam ni. So you have 1 over x, so 1 is a constant, x is a linear. So integrating 1 over x, awak akan terus dapat ln x. So konsep yang sama sahaja, it's just that down here you no longer have just x, you have x minus 1, you have x plus 3, x minus 3. So dekat sini pun akan tukarlah based on this one. Okay, and then that's it for the first one. So for the second one, bila kita tengok dekat sini, so we have x untuk bahagian atas and then we have x squared plus 2 for the denominator. Okay, so there are two methods in which you can solve this problem. So it's either awak gunakan equation yang integral f prime over f dx, okay, ataupun kita nak guna substitution. Saya nak guna substitution sebab saya rasa cara tu lebih mudah untuk kita faham, right? So I am going to choose this one down here as my u. So u is equals to x squared plus 2. Okay, and then saya akan ada du dx equals to 2x. Okay. Ingat tak saya ajar, biasanya kita akan pecahkan dulu. So let me just split this into two split terms. So integral 1 over x minus 3 dx, and then pluskan dengan integral x over x squared plus 2. Dx. Okay, like this. Alright, so sekarang kita dah ada yang bahagian bawah ni. So this part, the denominator has turned into u. Okay, so remember, for substitution, you need to always do complete substitution. Okay, so bahagian mana yang belum lagi menjadi u? So it's the x and also dx part. So awak mesti wujudkan x dengan dx ni dekat sini. Right, so macam mana nak buat? So senang sahaja. So dx pergi belah kanan, 2 pergi ke sebelah kiri. So you have du over 2 equals to x dx. Settle. Okay, so now let's substitute everything back. So saya ada plus integral sign. So the pink one has become 1 over u. Okay, and then the green one, the x dx has become du over 2. And the process in between is multiply. Okay, so let's salin je balik. Yang depan ni ln of x minus 3 plus with, I have 1 over 2 as my constant, so I am going to put it in front. Okay, so now I have 1 over u. 1 over u is just like 1 over x, so integrating it is going to give you ln u. Okay, so kita dah settle every integral, kita dah buat semua integration, so you just need to plus with c. Okay, so plus c will always come last when you have settle, integrate everything. So bila dah hilang integral sign dengan du ataupun dx, mesti kena ada tambah c. Okay, but you are not settled yet, so we need to change everything into terms of x. So we have ln x minus 3 plus with 1 over 2 ln u. So u tadi adalah x squared plus 2. So we have x squared plus with 2 plus with c. Okay, so that's it. Ini sahaja dalam video ini. Okay, so if you do have any question or any problem, just let me know. Okay, bye-bye.